get out of debt in 2020. Had you ever thought how the life will look like if you had zero debts? In other words, no debts whatsoever. In today's video, you will find a 360-degree different approach to your relationship with debt and how you can get rid of it with just a simple paradigm shift in your mind. Then at the end, we'll provide you with a practical tool that you can use as a ready reckoner for all your finances for the rest of your life. Moreover, today's video is going to be brief, but I can promise you one thing. If you go to the end of the video, you will never look at debt the way you look at it now. Hi, I'm Sunny Mitra, founder of Bright Horizon Wealth. We teach entrepreneurs and go-getters like you how to own their financial future with the concept of infinite banking. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified when we upload new videos. So, talking about debt, a lot of us have debt, or should I say most of us have debt. And also we have a love-hate relationship with the debt. We take out a loan for our mortgage and like it because it helps us getting into that house just by taking out 5% or 10% from our pocket. And also we like it because it helps us to write the tax off when it comes to paying taxes to Uncle Sam every year. But the funny thing is that we also hate it every month when we had to write that big fat check for $1,500 to the bank to pay out mortgage. My question for you is, have you ever thought in your adult life if taking out a loan from the bank to buy your home is right or wrong? Because when we were growing up, we always had heard from the elders that borrowing money is bad. Then the question is, if I know it's bad, why am I still doing it? Is it just to keep up with the Joneses or out of necessity? My answer might surprise you today. Neither of them. Yes. Why am I saying this? Because a debt basically cannot be good or bad. Let's look at it from this angle. Just think for a moment. When I took a loan from the bank, I'm always sad when it comes to paying bills at the end of the month. But how about the banker? Do you think he is also sad by receiving that check from me month after month, year after year for as long as 15 to 30 years? What do you think? Does he hate it when he gets his check from you? I don't think so. Why? Here is the reason. He loves to lend you the money because he is a lender. And once you are a lender, you are in the money business. Once you are a lender, you are at the receiving end. Yes, let me repeat it. You are at the receiving end. After you lend that money out, you keep on receiving your principal back along with a whopping sum of interest, which is why as a banker, the more you lend, the more money you make. Now look at the debtor. Even though it looks like the debtor is at the receiving end, but in reality, he is at the paying end. Yes, once he borrows the loan, he starts making payments, which is why I'm saying that he is at the paying end. It doesn't matter how much I hate my banker, I need to keep on paying him for 30 long years or unless the loan is paid off in full before its contract date. So I'm getting into a contractual obligation with my banker to pay off the loan, and the banker uses my house as a collateral. So if I ever default on my mortgage payment, the bank will come and foreclose on my house. That adds another element of tension into my life. It is like a demon chasing me continuously and telling me every month, if you don't pay your mortgage, you are on the streets. I'm living in a perpetual state of terror, which makes me hate this whole system even more. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought if there is another alternative that will free you up from all these tensions and terrors, especially at a time like now when everybody is struggling for money due to the coronavirus? Even the thought about paying that big mortgage bill creates terror in our lives. And whether we like it or not, we are living with this horrible feeling all our lives. So my question for you is, what if there is an alternative? What if you are at the receiving end? Do you still hate being in debt? What if you had a family bank from where you borrowed the money to buy your home, and at the end of the month you are paying the mortgage back to your bank and keeping all the money inside your own family? Now that you have started making money on your mortgage payment, would you still hate being in debt? The biggest factor that determines if a debt is good or bad always depends on the fact whether you are on the giving end or the receiving end. Now the only question that remains, is it at all possible? And the answer is yes, through infinite banking, by being your own banker. The very process of infinite banking repositions your financial life and puts you on the receiving end. As one of my clients said, when I was paying all this interest out to those banks, I hated debt. But now that I'm recapturing all my principal and interest, I love being in debt, because by being in debt, I'm getting ahead in life because I have good debt. Leave a comment below with your experience regarding your debt, and if you want to learn how you can use your whole life insurance to tackle your debts, use the link above to see exactly how you can use infinite banking to pay off your debts. If you are seeing this video now and you have student loan debt or a big mortgage, using your whole life insurance policy won't take over all the debt immediately or pay for college outright, unless you have a significant amount of cash. But you can create a plan to take over your debt using your whole life insurance policy so that you can make those payments back to yourself instead of the institution. By doing this, you won't have to worry about passing on any debt to the next generation. So again, remember, regardless if you have any debts now or you are planning on taking on some loans, we can help you create a plan where you are either taking it over now or building up a plan where you can pay for it in the future. And if you are thinking about using your own policy to finance other things, we have created a free guide called Infinite Banking Secrets, where we share different ideas on how you can utilize your whole life insurance policy. So definitely check out the link below to download your free copy. If you like this video, let us know by liking it and leaving a comment for us. Make sure you share with a friend and subscribe to our channel. And remember to own your tomorrow by converting liabilities into assets.